Xbox on. Xbox on. Xbox, why do you love me? Xbox on. Hey everyone, Lugon Mild here, and today's video is going to be the review on the Xbox One. I've had this thing for about a month and a half right now, so I have my opinions on it in case you guys are in the market for a new console, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, or Wii U. They've all been incredibly affordable around this time. I'm going to give you my opinions on this machine, both the good and bad. See whether or not it would still be in your favor to get one. Now, I got the Assassin's Creed Unity one with the Kinect, and what it comes with is the console, a headset, the Kinect sensor, an HDMI cable, one controller, a 500 gigabyte internal hard drive, and Dance Central. But you know, I guess they have to pedal Dance Central. I just made my Xbox naked. This is what it looks like. Very simple box design. You know, because I'm guessing they want to let their product speak for itself. First of all, let's take a look at the controller. Bang! Look at that. Look at that. Now, if you've already had a 360 before, you can already notice that the battery pack that used to protrude out the back is completely gone, and they put the batteries inside the controller itself, making it feel more lightweight. The grips actually are a little bit more contoured, so it feels like you have a better grip, and it actually feels longer than the 360, which I have right here. It's not longer at all, but it does feel longer because of the grips are a little bit more contoured. The A, B, X, Y buttons are exactly the same. The guide button, and I use the term guide very loosely for the Xbox One, has been moved all the way up right here. They've gotten rid of these start and back buttons. I really don't know what these two are, but okay. And the thumbsticks are an incredible upgrade over the 360 thumbsticks, and I can guarantee you after about maybe a week of playing with this controller, you will be able to tell the difference, and you will be able to tell how good these thumbsticks are compared to the 360s. They're contoured. I don't know if you can see these. It really, I wouldn't say that it keeps your thumbs on the pad, because I never really had a problem with my thumbs slipping off of the sticks, but it makes for a better feel, and it just feels more detailed. It feels like they put more work into the sticks. I really do like this controller. I think it's an amazing controller and a step up from the 360 controller. I'm going to talk about Kinect really quick. I don't really have any games for Kinect. I played Fantasia Music Evolved. That was actually pretty fun. The Kinect was actually responsive, very responsive, which is a good thing, and kind of expected when just the Kinect itself is $100. So, you know, from what I got from the Kinect, it was alright. The voice commands are hit and miss. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I took this out of the box, it was spot on every single time. Xbox on, it would turn on. Xbox turn off, it would turn off. Xbox do this, Xbox do that. Like that. For some reason, don't know why, because I never moved it, nor do I raise the volume on my TV, it became less and less responsive. Now, the Kinect really isn't too much of a necessity, but it does make the experience of Xbox a little bit more convenient, because they already made it centered around the Kinect. That's how they originally wanted it. So it's not a necessity, but it does improve the experience just a little bit. Now, in terms of the interface, Xbox, Microsoft, you did something right with the controller. you did something wrong with the interface. I feel like if I paid for a new console, a next step, I should not be saying that the interface for the 360 is a million times better than the interface for Xbox One. Without the guide button, back on 360 when you used to press guide and it would take you to this little screen where you can see your friends, you can see messages, you can see whatever, all while you're still in the game. That was actually very helpful. With Xbox One, they've gotten rid of the guide, so if you hit that guide button, you're going straight home, which you don't want to do. If you want to accept an invite, you have to hold the Xbox guide button. The problem with that is sometimes it doesn't go through and it takes me back to the home page, which annoys the crap out of me. That's why I say that the Kinect sensor makes it a little bit more manageable and a little bit more easier. Because if for some reason the guide button decides not to accept the invite the first time, I can tell Xbox to launch the invite and it'll do it. Another thing that I really, really don't like is the fact that there is an internal memory of 500 gigabytes. Internal memory, 500 gigs. I have 6 games, and I'm about halfway through my game memory. I'm halfway through it. If you're going to give me a small amount of space, and quite honestly, I didn't think it would be a small amount of space because I had a 360 and I had 120 gigabytes, and I've had this thing for about 7 years and I still haven't filled it up. I didn't think that within about a month I would be halfway through my internal memory. I think that's ridiculous, and the only way that we can get more is by getting an external hard drive, which sucks. I think that they made the Xbox Live parties a little bit more complex than before. Before, all you had to do was see a friend, press Y to start party, and that was it. This, you have to double tap the guide button, go to party, go to start party, click the person's name, and then they send you an invite. There's so many different steps to take you to where you want to be. And it's really confusing because you would figure that it would take that many steps on 360. You would think that you would have a more difficult time or a more tedious time to go into a party on 360 than you would the latest console. But 360, I can invite someone to a party in the click of a button. Just one. See a friend, invite to party, that's it. Xbox One, it's a totally different story. I don't mind this console, but I feel like this is incredibly tedious. I hope that they do a software update that's so they can make things a little bit more convenient, a little bit less tedious. And on top of that, this is the last thing I'm going to complain about. Because all in all, it's decent. I enjoy it. It is a decent system. I know I've been complaining about it. And this is the last thing I'm going to complain about. The freaking heating. I snapped, dude. Like, the heating, man. If the same heating for the Xbox One was for on the 360, everything inside the 360 would melt. This thing is extremely hot, and I don't know if you've ever seen the inside of Xbox Ones. If you haven't, go look on YouTube. I've seen this huge fan inside the Xbox One where the vent is. That's why that whole panel is vented, because there is a huge fan, probably the size of my hand. That thing is huge. It should not feel like it's 90 degrees, 100 degrees inside that Xbox. I don't know if it's just mine that runs a little bit hotter than normal Xboxes, but it is extremely hot, and you would think that with Xbox 360 having heating issues, having red rings of death, there wouldn't be any sort of heating issues, but there are. So all in all, It's a decent console. It is tedious. There is a ton of room for improvement, but it gets the job done when it comes to playing games, multitasking, using TV, Netflix, whatever you want. It does all of that. It does it fine. If I had to give it a rating from 1 to 10, I would give it a 7. It's not the best. There is a ton of room for improvement, but I enjoy it and it gets the job done. And when I am playing those games, I forget the heating, I forget the fact that it is tedious to invite people to things, and I have a good time. If you like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like your Xbox One, tell me about it. Tell me what you like about it. If you don't like your Xbox One, tell me what you don't like about it. If you're thinking about getting an Xbox One, I hope what I said helped you determine whether or not you should get it. I will see you guys in the next video.